kí má lọ.
ẹjẹ tapo lórí.
No, ṣé kí kápò.
àti kúrò ń bẹ ẹ̀yin ká lọ sí topic mi.
ẹjẹ ká lọ bòmí, ẹjẹ ká lọ another topic entirely. So
then ìyá mi ancestors ẹ máa lẹ́yìn láti máa lò pé kí ni àwọn Indians ń pe àìnvoke wọn. What do the Indians call their àìnvoke? What do the Arabians call their àìnvoke? Because that is the meaning of the word. Tẹ́yìn fúnra yín bá lò tẹ́ bá sọ for a few times ẹ máa rí pé ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ò make any sense.
Humility over religion. Welcome. Welcome in.
Ẹ ṣeun.
Káàbọ̀. Okay now.
Mo kí gbogbo ilé akú àpérò. Mo kí ẹ̀yin ìyá mẹ́yìn bàbá mi. Bàbá wa ní bàbá wa Ọ̀rúnmìlà oníta bá ti jí oní ọgbọ́n ní ká máa kọ́ra wa. Mo dẹ̀ rí pé agbo àwọn ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n tí a fi ń kọ́ra wa ní ọgbọ́n náà ni. So ẹ̀yọ̀ kan lè sọ ká má gbà, ẹnìkejì náà lè sọ ká má gbà. Ṣùgbọ́n ó máa dára tá bá padà lọlé, tá lọ jókòó, tá lọ wò ṣé kò tẹ́ni sọ, ṣé ó make àbí mo kàn fẹ́ mọ òótọ́, mo kàn fẹ́ deny ẹ̀ bí bàbá mi gẹ̀rẹ̀ mi ti ṣe sọ. So èmi lè máa sọ nǹkan kẹ́ feel like pé kò right, ìyẹn normal. Ẹ̀yin náà dẹ̀ lè sọ nǹkan kí feel like pé kò right, but kò ní dáa kí n kàn máa keep like pé nǹkan tẹ́ni sọ ò right kò right, but mi dẹ̀ ṣèwádìí. Ṣùgbọ́n ó máa dáa tí mo rí gbà nǹkan tẹ́ni sọ dẹ̀ pé kò right, but mo wá padà lọ jókòó sílé, mo wá padà ṣèwádìí lórí nǹkan yẹn, mo ṣẹ̀ wá fìdí ẹ̀ múlẹ̀ bóyá òótọ́ ni àbí irọ́. Mo kàn fẹ́ sáré sọ nǹkan kékeré in addition kan táwọn bàbá àti ìyá mi tí wọ́n ti sọ látàárọ̀ nípa word translation. Number one, a lè translate orúkọ. We can only give me a kàn lè explain ẹ̀. We cannot translate it. A lè explain bóyá Abídèmí. A lè sọ pé a fẹ́ translate Abídèmí. A lè explain ibi tí orúkọ yẹn ti ń wá àti ìdí tó fi jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Irú tá bá nípa fẹ́ translate Ọ̀yọ́, kí ni Yorùbá Ọ̀yọ́. So number two, a lè wá rí pé ṣebí àwọn nǹkan kan wà tó ń translate nínú ayé. Ṣẹ́rí, there is rule that governs everything. Tá bá fẹ́ ṣe àwọn nǹkan, a kò lè gbọ́dọ̀ máa bypass the rules. So in word of translation, tá bá fẹ́ translate, ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ wò bóyá kíní yẹn they have bẹ́ẹ̀ ni pé wọ́n papọ̀ completely. Tó bá ti jẹ́ pé 99% kíní yẹn wọn ṣe kankan náà, because nǹkan yẹn kan ti miss. Ṣé nǹkan tó bá fẹ́ ṣe DNA ọmọ, tó bá fẹ́ ṣe DNA, tó bá jẹ́ 2% gan ni ò papọ̀, a rò pé no eléyìí kan ṣó, dámi ó gbọ́dọ̀ wà 100% accurate, gbà náà ṣe mọ̀ pé bẹ́ẹ̀ ni eléyìí ló ní. So irú omi báyìí, ìgbà táwọn òyìnbó nǹkan wọ́n ti rí pàwá ní omi, àwọn náà ní omi, wọ́n gbé omi wa wò, wọ́n rí pé omi wa wà colorless, tiwọn náà wà colorless, wọ́n rí pé tiwa wà odorless, tiwọn náà wà odorless, wọ́n dẹ̀ rí pé kò ní taste, tiwọn náà wà. There are a lot of tests tí wọ́n go through kó tó di pé wọ́n ara àpòkè this thing they are the same thing, simply because they have the same what it should have. So gbogbo àwọn kíní tá feel like pé they are the same thing, no, nǹkan bá ṣe máa arrive láti conclude pé they are the same thing ní pòkè. Kí ni Yahweh sọ? Kí ni Allah sọ? Then kí ni Olódùmarè sọ? Báwo ni Allah sọ pé ó ṣe dá ayé àtọ̀run? Báwo ni Yahweh ló ṣe dá ayé àtọ̀run? Àti pé báwo ni Ọlọ́run ṣe dá ayé àtọ̀run according to àwọn tó ti mọ Ọlọ́run yẹn? Ìgbà yẹn tá bá wá rí pé they talk the same thing, they do the same thing, they have the same thing. Ìgbà yẹn la ṣe máa arrive okay, these people they are the same people. Number one, Yahweh ló ń dá Ádámù àti Éfà. Ó lóun dá Ṣàìtán, ó lóun dá Sátánì tọwọ́ òun ò ká. Ìkọ́pà kan olùkọ́pà. A ṣì ń wá ibi tí kejì tó ti rí ìyàwó àmọ̀yàn tó bí ìyàwó yẹn. Ìyẹn lọ. Allah náà, Yahweh ló ní favorism. Ìyẹn tó jẹ́ àwọn ọmọ Ísírẹ́lì. Ó ní Ísírẹ́lì ni òun fẹ́ràn. Ó dẹ̀ pera ẹ̀ ní God of Israel. Then Allah Subhana Ta'ala. Òun náà lóun dá ayé àtọ̀run. Ó lóun dá Ádámù àti Éfà. Ó lóun wá dá àrólé. Ó lóun wá ní kí Ṣàìtán pé kó dọ̀bálẹ̀ fún. Ṣàìtán wá kọ̀. Ibi tíjà ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ nìyẹn. Ṣé ti rí pé the story of Yahweh and the story of Allah, they are not the same thing. Torí Allah ní pé Ṣàìtán ò dọ̀bálẹ̀ fún àrólé tó ń dá. yaweh ni pé àwọn ọmọ tó ń dá pé Sátánì ó fẹ́ gba ìjọba lọ́wọ́ òun, ó ń gbéraga sí òun ni yaweh sọ pé ó ń gbéraga sí. Allah ní wípé Sátánì ń gbéraga sí àrólé tó ń dá, ibi tíjà ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ nìyẹn. Then Olódùmarè wa ọba tẹ́lẹ̀lẹ́gẹ́lẹ́kẹ́ foríṣàgbéjì omi.
Ìyá mi ta ló ń parọ́ nínú àwọn méjèèjì ṣé
àmọ́ àwọn méjèèjì ló jọ mọ nǹkan tó jọ rí tó jọ sọ nǹkan tó sọ, bọ̀ Olódùmarè kí ló sọ? Ọba tẹ́lẹ̀lẹ́gẹ́lẹ́kẹ́ foríṣàgbéjì omi. Ó nígbà tí òun rán àwọn irúnmọlẹ̀ 401 lòun rán wá sórílẹ̀ ayé láti wá túlẹ̀ ayé ṣe. And òun dẹ̀ sọ wípé nǹkan táwọn bàbá wa sọ fún wa pé Ọlọ́run Olódùmarè kò kí ní personal affair to human activities. Àwọn irúnmọlẹ̀ ni ó fi sí ìkẹ́ ayé láti máa ṣe àkóso ilé ayé. So ẹ ti rí wípé they have different kini bàbá mi náà kọ̀ọ̀kan sílẹ̀ àwọn pengu ìyẹn tàwọn China mi tí really ka much nípa àwọn pengu but the little kini tí mo rí rẹ̀ pé àwọn China ní pé pengu wọn pé ẹyin ló fọ́ and all that. Then àwọn mo ka something náà àbí mo kàn wo bí documentary kan náà nípa àwọn Igbo. Àwọn Igbo ní pé ṣíkú eku wọn náà pé ó ṣáà ní bó ṣàṣe sọ̀rọ̀ wọn. So ẹ rí pé each tribes cause bá ṣe wà yìí àdọ́gba. Èmi ọmọ Yorùbá àwọn kóòtù òjíire, mi ò jọmọ Congo, mi ì jọmọ Kenya. We are different people with our look, with our everything. So our olúkálùkù ló ní ideology of bí adẹ́ẹ̀dá wọn ṣe dá wọn sílé ayé tó yẹ pé and before this religion kò sí any fight wípé Olódùmarè mi ló dá gbogbo ayé kò sí any fight. Olúkálùkù jọ ń ṣe kí ni? Olúkálùkù jọ ń ṣeré títí ẹ̀ ní agbègbè ẹ̀. Ìgbà wo ni ó wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ tí olúkálùkù wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ ó gbọ́dọ̀ gbà pé tèmi ló dá ayé, ó gbọ́dọ̀ gbà tèmi torí pé they want to impose their things. Wọ́n fẹ́ feel like pé they are superior, like nǹkan tí adẹ́dà tí wọ́n sọ ó ju nǹkan àbí ó wà solid ju nǹkan tí títọ̀dọ̀ yín sọ. And ibo ló ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ọgbọ́n àti lè gbalẹ̀ àti kọ́ńkà cause tí bá wá sílé yín ẹ gbà mí gẹ́gẹ́ bí àlejò tẹ́lẹ̀ mo ṣe máa sọ fún yín pé ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ṣé kí n bu ọbẹ̀ ẹ ní kí n bu ọbẹ̀, ṣé kí n bu oúnjẹ ní kí n bu oúnjẹ. Ṣé mo pé gájálì care is not taking má ti máa sùn sórí bẹ́ẹ̀dì yín ẹ ti fààyè gbà mí. Tó bá wá yá gan èmi ló máa dictate ṣe bẹ̀ lálẹ́ yìí o ṣe kíní lálẹ́ yìí o ṣe rí pọ́ọ̀tù tẹ́ fi ń ṣe bẹ̀ yẹn ẹ lè fi ṣe bẹ̀ mọ́, a máa lọ ra pọ́ọ̀tù tuntun ni. Èmi tí mo jálejò I will now exchange everything in your house. Nǹkan tí wọ́n fẹ́ wá fi ẹ̀sìn yẹn ṣe ni ẹ rí i pé ìgbà tí ẹ̀sìn yẹn dé orí ilẹ̀ wa mi mọ̀ bóyá mo ti ń fast forward jù o.
lónà gbádùn yìí
ẹ máa pè é padà. Ìgbà tí wọ́n máa gbé ẹ̀sìn yẹn wá ẹ rí i pé the first thing tí ẹ̀sìn yẹn máa attack is our culture and tradition. Wọ́n sọ fún wa pé bá a ṣe ń sọmọ lórúkọ ò dáa, báyìí la ṣe yẹ ká máa sọmọ lórúkọ, bá a ṣe ń ṣègbéyàwó ò dáa, ọ̀nà tó yẹ ká ṣe máa ṣègbéyàwó lélẹ̀, bá a ṣe ń sìnkú ò dáa, ọ̀nà bóyá ká ṣe máa sìnkú lélẹ̀. Torí tá a bá fẹ́ sìnkú àwọn àgbà wa à á gbé nǹkan tí wọ́n pè ní adìyẹ àrènà sílẹ̀. Gbogbo àti ẹ̀sìn dé mi mọ̀ bóyá àwọn ẹlòmíì ṣe ń ṣe òbọ̀ pẹ̀lú bí àwọn tèmi ṣe gbẹ̀sìn gbogbo nǹkan tó wà ní àṣà àti ṣe lẹ́kùtù jílẹ̀ wá ṣe ń ṣe ìfúngbà tí ọpọlọ mi gan ò tí jí tó lè torí mo mọ̀ pé those things are sacred because mo feel like pé they have reason why they are doing it, so we shouldn't feel like pé ohun àtijọ́ ti kọjá lọ. Mi kì í ṣe ohun àtijọ́ ti kọjá lọ nígbà tí mo ṣe wà nínú àgùntàn kan, so àmọ́ dẹ̀ feel pé bóyá nǹkan tó help mi gan tó ti jẹ́ kí n tètè wà awake nìyẹn. So a rí i pé gbogbo àwọn these two religion àwọn ló ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní sọ pé nǹkan tẹ́ ń ṣe ò dáa báyìí ló yẹ kẹ́ ṣe ṣe. Number one, ẹ̀yin lẹ sọ pé ẹ fẹ́ jẹ́ káwọn èèyàn wá sí àlùjànnà. you want to save them to paradise, but àwọn sọ pé àwọn ò fẹ́ wá sí paradise, you are forcing yourself on them. ṣé ọ̀pọ̀ tó bá yẹ pé nǹkan tó dáa ṣọ́ máa ń bẹ̀yàn wá ṣoríire ni, like tó bá really jẹ́ nǹkan tó dáa, you don't really need to force, cause táwọn èèyàn bá ti pé ibi ìbà tí bá lọ bẹ̀ ibẹ̀ ni, they will start coming. But tá bá rí strategies, àwa náà tá bá lọ jókòó, ìmì ìmọ̀dí tó fi yọ history kúrò nínú syllabus, and ó dẹ̀ dàbẹ́ ni pé àwọn èèyàn wa náà àwọn governors wa díẹ̀ náà pé ọpọlọ wọn ti ń jí díẹ̀, they are bringing the history back. I'm not sure, but I felt like mo kàn rí something like headline pé wọ́n ti ń dá history padà sínú curriculums. Tá bá lọ wo báwo ni ẹ̀sìn yìí báwo ló ṣe wáyé, at least sí láyé ìgbà tó wá sáyé, but kò tí ì lè parẹ́ lórí ilẹ̀ wa wípé this religion does not kò lálẹ́ wù lórí ilẹ̀ wa, they brought it to us. So tàbá máa jókòó àwò pé kí ni adéda, kí ni olódùmarè ń wò tó fi jẹ́ kó take this long before we knew. Ó yẹ kó dàbí inbuilt sí wa ní now, irú tí bá fẹ́ yàgbẹ́ báyìí kò sí nǹkan tó ṣe máa ṣe wá láti òkè òkun wá sọ fún mi pé ó yẹ kó yàgbẹ́, cause dáyẹn ó sì wà inbuilt sí mi lára. So ká ní elédùmarè tó rí lè dá wa ó fẹ́ ká ṣe Christian ó fẹ́ ká ṣe Muslim, kò ń ṣe pé ẹnìkan ló ṣe máa wá fi miles. Did you know how they risked their life? Mo were very sure even when they were coming, kò sígbà tí wọn ní lose one or two people for you to know what they for them to bring those things to us. Then ká wá jókòó ká wá wò pé àwọn tó gbé kíní wá fún wa, do they really love us real life? Àwọn lárúbáwá tó nípa fẹ́ jọ lọ sí àlùjọ́nà wọn, a lè fẹ́ ọmọ wọn lè fún wa níwèé gbèlú, wọn lè ṣe. Àwọn Europe náà tọ́dẹ̀ fún wa níwèé lẹ́ni náà torí wọ́n mọ̀ wípé they know what is in our brain, they want to suck our brain. Like America, UK, they are brain sucker. Tó bá ti rí pé ọmọ kan ó wà intelligent láti kékeré, pam wọ́n ti gbé, they will suck that brain till their person is whole. Tẹ́ni ẹ̀ bá ti hold àṣẹ padà sílé, kí ni usefulness tó fẹ́ wà useful sórí ilẹ̀ lórí ilẹ̀. Ẹ wo ọmọ wa kan Adékúnlé Silas, ẹ wo nǹkan tó ṣe ní UK now. Ṣé mo pé ká ní pé government wa wọ́n wà okay, wọ́n ṣe everything, orí kìíní yẹn ṣe lórí ilẹ̀ wa. Ṣé mo wí pé àwọn tó fẹ́ wá máa ra kìíní yẹn, the mode of transportation gan, that revenue will still be coming to our land. Although kì í ṣe wípé àníírí kankan jẹ lórí nǹkan tó ṣe yẹn náà, bọ̀ kò ní dàbẹ́ ni pé tó bá yẹ pé is in our land. So mo kàn sáré yà lọ síbẹ̀.
Bí Jose ẹ má bínú ẹ má continue nísìnyí, mo kàn fẹ́ add more points ten sọ yẹn kí tó gbàgbé. As in wọ́n regulate kìíní to the extent pé anybody tó bá wà educated or tó bá ní any idea ní Nàìjíríà ó mọ kúrò láti Nàìjíríà lọ bá wọn bẹ̀yẹn ni, torí ó ti mọ̀ pé Nàìjíríà tó ń wà ìmọ̀ tí mo mọ̀ ẹ́ mi ò lè lò ní Nàìjíríà yẹn. So àwọn òyìnbó yẹn wọ́n regulate ẹ̀ to the extent wọ́n need láti wá kó wa ń bì àwọn lálọ́mọ́sá bá wọn.
Ṣẹ́rí education tó fún wa, education is a fake education. That education was to prepare us to be their workers. That education they gave us, wọn fún wa education wa to be an inventor. No, òun lè fi rí pé we have so many electrical engineering nínú we have so many mechanical engineering, wọn lè túbọ̀ ti ṣe. But àwọn olóṣèlú túbọ̀ ti ṣe, àwọn tó yẹ pé they no even go to that school. Mo ti lọ agbègbè tó yẹ pé professor of engineering mọ́tò ẹ̀kú pẹ̀lú àwọn ọmọ engineering ní ọ̀nà kò lè túṣe, ó ní láti pe roadside mechanic ni. So ṣé mo pé mode of education tó gbé wá fún wa kò bá system wa mu, torí pé báwo làwọn bàbá ṣe máa ń fún wa education, wọ́n máa fún wa ní oral education, and wọ́n dẹ̀ máa mú ẹ, wọ́n á fojú ẹ tó bá ní ìyá tó yẹ pé ewé ọmọ ló ń já, ìyá yẹn máa mú ẹ lọ sídìí ewé, ewé yìí àsìkò báyìí ni wọ́n ń já o, tó bá fẹ́ já ọ̀rọ̀ báyìí ni wàá sọ sí, báyìí ni wàá ṣe já, méje ló máa já, mẹ́jọ ló máa já, méjìlá ló máa já, tó bá ti já ilé wàá mú ilé papọ̀, from the beginning láti process yẹn ni wọ́n sọ ó yá tó bá ti mú papọ̀, tó bá ti jó papọ̀ báyìí nǹkan báyìí ló ṣiṣẹ́ fún. But kí làwọn òyìnbó wá gbé wá fún wa, wọ́n máa sọ fún ẹ sẹ́ heterosulfate acid with H2SO6 with sodium with this thing, tó bá ṣe ó ló máa ṣiṣẹ́ fún this thing. But wọ́n ò mú wa lọ bí tí wọ́n ti po heterosulfate acid, the source gan ibi tí wọ́n ti pò pọ̀ tó fi di heterosulfate acid mo kàn sọ ni o, ẹ má bínú ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà ní ìlànà ẹ tí n bá pè dáadáa. So wọ́n kọ́ wa wọ́n mú wa, ó dàbí ẹni pé òwe àwọn bàbá wa kan tó ṣe bí òwe lójú ẹ̀yìn àgbàlagbà, wọ́n ní pé kéèyàn mú ni lọ pa ẹja, pé má fún mi lẹ́ja jẹ, mú mi lọ pa ẹja. So nǹkan táwọn òyìnbó ń ṣe fún wa ni pé wọ́n ń fún wa lẹ́ja jẹ, wọ́n ṣe ń fún wa lẹ́ja jẹ, like wọ́n fi ìdí kíní yẹn hàn wá débi pé àwa fúnra wa gan a lè wá dá dúró tàbí a lè wá dá ṣe, a lè wá dá nǹkan yẹn ṣe débi pé ṣe wá ríbi tí wọ́n bà ayé wa tó ń tún ayé wa ṣe, máa nǹkan bà ayé wa jẹ́ dé pé tá bá wá ṣe nǹkan bóyá nǹkan yẹn dà àbí kò dáa, a máa ṣe nílò kí wọ́n ṣe sọ pé kíní yẹn dà àbí kò dáa kó tó di pé a ṣe tó sọ pé ó dáa. Ẹ̀ka mo yẹ àwọn project yẹn kó tó bá ṣe ní yunifásitì tí òyìnbó ò bá ti sọ wípé yes kíní yẹn ìbá máa yọná lójú kó máa yọná lẹ́nu, kò tí yes ibi tó program wa dé nìyẹn. So àwọn nǹkan ó máa rí bẹ́ẹ̀ torí wípé form of education là ń lò, we depend on our education on them.
bí Nàìjíríà kí ló dé tí ò ti tẹ́ lọ́dọ̀ wọn Ọlọ́run gbogbo certificate tó gbà ní.
Mi gbọ́ nǹkan tẹ́ sọ.
Gbogbo certificate tó máa ń gbà ń bí báyìí yẹn kí ló dé tí ò kì í ṣiṣẹ́ lá another country tó ẹni tó bá ti lọ school bí tó ti graduate ní Naija.
Ó máa ṣiṣẹ́ náà kò kún iṣẹ́ 100%. Ó máa ń fìlà pé tí mọ̀ kíní yẹn jù lọ títí náà bọ̀ ó sì máa ń ṣiṣẹ́ náà.
Ó gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe títí wọn yẹn gangan lọ́kọ̀ kó ṣe.
Ẹ̀yin gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe títí wọn, ẹ̀yin gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe títí wọn. No matter where you go, ẹ̀yin gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe títí wọn, no matter what you do.
Wọ́n mọ̀ ka inú páálí kó o ka orí ìwé Naija wàhálà ní ayé ẹ̀ nìyẹn tó bá dọ́dọ̀ wọn lọ́hùn wá you have to do their own.
ṣùgbọ́n tí anybody bá jẹ́ bí surgeon or medical practitioner, your certificate from here can work over there.
It will work, but you still have to take some training.
As in attending training, yes.
Even though you are practicing, hello sir, even though you are a practicing doctor in your country, when you still get to their country, you will still take some tests. What does that mean? That means they are not 100% in what you say you know.
Correct. Àwọn náà dẹ̀ mọ̀. They know the kind of education they gave us. One more. So that's what it is not even a direct equivalent. It is always one or two steps below.
Ṣẹ́rí ẹjẹ́ ìsọ̀kan fún wa gbogbo lé. Tó bá ṣe wípé ọpọlọ tí a dẹ́dà fún wa àti wípé the type of woman being we are, the type of education that òyìnbó gave us, wọn ò fẹ́ jẹ́ kí a lè fìdí ìgò gan ká lè fi kọ́wó. But because the intelligence is in our blood, is in our vein, kò sí bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe lè take it away. Òun ló fi jẹ́ wípé with the rubbish education they gave us, even though when we get to their land competing with their students, we still beat them hands down. Àfi àwa tá bá lọ tí a fẹ́ wà serious in that.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni na look at America, America is America and Nigeria.
Ṣọ́mọ òyìnbó máa ń mọ̀wé ni. Wọn kì í mọ̀wé.
Continue ma.
So àwọn tó gbé religion wá fún wa, they know what they did, and the education that we felt like it's a favour they brought to us, they know what they do. Ṣá feel like pé àwọn bàbá wa ò ní mode of education. Okay, tá bá fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ nípa education is in English. Okay, kí ni education ní Yorùbá? Education mean ìmọ̀. That mean if I'm saying I'm educating you, that mean I'm passing my knowledge to you. Okay, in Yorùbá, mo fi ìmọ̀ mi, mo fi mọ̀ ẹ́. So that education, ó máa jẹ́ pé bóyá mo wà educated in how to treat people. That mean I'm educating you in bó ṣe máa ń wo àwọn aláìsàn sàn. So ṣé kó tó di wá di pé àwọn ẹlẹ́sìn gbé ẹ̀sìn dé, ṣé àwọn bàbá wa ti máa pass ìmọ̀ wọn from one generation to another ni? Number one, agriculture. Àwọn bàbá wa mọ àsìkò tó yẹ kán gbin ilá wọn, tó yẹ kán gbin iṣu, tó yẹ kán gbin gbogbo nǹkan tó ń jẹ. And they have been passing that ìmọ̀ from one generation to another. Ìmọ̀ bí a ṣe ń tọ́jú obìnrin olóyún àbí bí wọ́n ṣe ń gba ẹ̀bí, àwọn ìyá wa, àwọn bàbá wa, wọ́n ti ń pass it from one generation to another. Is that not ìmọ̀? ìyẹn táwọn òyìnbó pè ní nursing. Ní doctor àwọn bàbá wa wọ́n sì nílé ní tẹ́ pé mo sì mọ bàbá kan nílùú Ondo State tẹ́ pé egungun òun ló máa ń tò, kò dẹ̀ lọ sí school, kò use school kankan, egungun dẹ̀ ló ń tò. Tí ẹnìyẹn bá dẹ̀ kan lápá tó kọ́ lẹ́sẹ̀ tó bá ti gbé wá síbẹ̀, ìgbà tó ṣẹ̀ fẹ́ gba kínní ló ṣẹ̀ lọ gba certificate láti jẹ́ pé kó káwọn àwọn kínní kọ́ ẹ̀mọ̀ kọ́ lè ṣàlẹ̀, ló ṣẹ̀ lọ ṣe bíi 2 years àbí kínní. Ó ní báwọn bàbá wa ṣe ń to egun láìsí pé wọ́n ní microscope àbí stethoscope táwọn òyìnbó nìyẹn. Wọ́n dẹ̀ ṣe tó yẹ pé egungun yẹn wọ́n á kan, wọ́n á ṣe like wọ́n ní bó ṣe ń ṣe, wọ́n ti ń pass ìmọ̀ yẹn from one generation to another. Tá bá tún máa lọ sí pharmacy yẹn, àwọn tó ń po oògùn pọ̀, àwọn bàbá wa ti ní oògùn inú rírun, awogba àrùn, oògùn ìgbẹ́, oògùn arúgbá méjì, a lot bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn tó yẹ pé they have been passing that knowledge from one generation to another. So gbogbo nǹkan tá a nílé ní kíkọ nǹkan sílẹ̀, àwọn bàbá wa ti mọ bó ṣe ń kọ nǹkan sílẹ̀ and how to decode. Tí bá kọ nǹkan sílẹ̀, tí bá kọ THE, ẹ ti mọ ìtumọ̀ ẹ̀, ẹ ti mọ̀ pé D. Then àwọn bàbá wa náà ti mọ bó ṣe ń kọ nǹkan sílẹ̀ tẹ́ pé ẹ̀dẹ̀ lè decode ìyẹn odù ifá. Wọ́n ti mọ bó ṣe máa fa 1 2 3. Even gbogbo majority àwọn ìlú tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń kó èdè pọ̀, àwọn náà symbol náà ni wọ́n máa ń lò. And níbi bá ṣe ń mail nǹkan, ṣe bá bàbá wa máa ń gba àròkò. Is that not communication? And tó bá mail kìíní yẹn sí ẹ, you will understand the meaning. They only brought their own system, even the worst system of their system, because àwa tá bá wà nílùú wọn tá ń kọ́ ẹ̀kọ́, a máa rí pé the way tí wọ́n ṣe ń kọ́ ọmọ wọn àti bí wọ́n ṣe ń kọ́ ọmọ wa, a máa mọ̀ pé it's not the same. Àfi tá bá fẹ́ tan ara wa jẹ, it's not the same. A mọ̀ wípé nílé wàá fẹ́ kàwé ayé àfẹ́ ta, ṣùgbọ́n àwọn bíi they will give room for you to work as a student, they will give room for you to do other things, but tó bá ti lè lọ school ní Nàìjíríà, èdè sókun ẹ kẹ́ ṣe o, ìwé yẹn nìkan ni, kò sí kan míì tó tún fẹ́ fọjọ́ ayé ẹ ṣe odidi bóyá 6 years àbí 4 years yẹn, ìwé yẹn ló máa rán. But them here they will give room for you to even do another thing, they pé wàá tún lè ṣiṣẹ́ gan. So àwọn wọ́n mọ nǹkan tí wọ́n gbé wá fún wa. So ẹ má jẹ́ ká feel like pé they help us, they love, although kì í ṣe pa fẹ́ mi ò lè sọ pé all things are passed away, because nǹkan tó ń ṣìṣe sí ìran tèmi ó ṣì ń dùn èmi, so mi ò lè máa preach pé forgive them, torí forgiveness is personal things. To me, I have not forgive them. The only time I can forgive them is that if they take away all their churches, all their mosques from my land, and my people are gone back to their senses and everything is working perfectly, that is when I can forgive them.
Ngoma, we really appreciate
Mr. Latif.
Humility over religion. Welcome, sir.
Ẹ káàsán sir. Ẹ káàsán sir.
Yes,
ẹ káàbọ̀ ẹ jọ̀ọ́ kẹ́ tó sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ jọ̀ọ́ power tap rárá, ó dẹ̀ reduce visibility life fún ẹ jọ̀ọ́, ẹ jẹ́ ká power tap ẹ jọ̀ọ́.
Ẹ ṣeun. All right, Mr. Humility, ibo lẹ ti ń bá wa sọ̀rọ̀, sir.
Wọ́n ti mú kó máìkì o.
Humility, are you there? Hello.
Humanity over religion, are you there?
You've muted me now.
No, I'm going.
Open mic mi nísìnyí. Sherry, Mama Big Juice ti sọ a lot of ọ̀rọ̀. But mo kàn rí pé èèyàn kan níbí, my future is bright, kìnìún kan sọ pé they are trying to convince Amina to change from Islam to kìnìún kan. But mo fẹ́ correct situation yẹn pé nobody is trying to convince anybody to any religion. But one thing about this life ni pé you need to look for facts before you can jump into conclusion. And even the Bible even said it. Àwọn tó believe nínú kìnìún pé wá di ohun gbogbo dájúdájú kò tó di tó ń ṣe. Even àwọn tó believe nínú Islam ó jẹ́ kó yẹ wọ́n pé kán wá ìmọ̀ kán tó sin òun. One thing I will just tell you, my own submission lórí ẹ̀sìn ni pé ẹni tó bá jẹ́ ẹni tó ń gbá research dáadáa, á mọ̀ pé gbogbo religion is just a religion of copy and paste. Mo ṣe research kan nínú Abrahamic religion tó consist of Judaism, Christianity and Islam. Tá bá ní pé ká wò dáadáa in total, Judaism wá before Christianity, on lo Torah. Christianity tẹ̀lé òun lo Bible. after Christianity ó kàn Islam òun lo Quran. Now this religion initially this Judaism they practice it in Canaan and their book is Torah. This Christianity was practiced in Roman and they use Bible, and this Islam they use Quran. Now question tí mo máa ń béèrè lọ́wọ́ àwọn èèyàn tí mi ò tí rẹ̀ ní dá mi lóhùn ni pé tá a bá wò thoroughly gbogbo àwọn prọfẹ̀tì tí ó wà nínú Bible tó wà nínú Quran Isa Musa kìnìkan David Isaac kìnìkan ó ti wà nínú one book tó ń pè ní book of Torah. And gbogbo orúkọ yìí ó ní bọ́n ṣe pè nínú that same book of Torah yẹn nígbà tó dórí Christianity tó dé tán gbá ìṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ yẹn. These are the people to believe nínú existence of Adam and Eve. Àwọn orúkọ yìí nígbà tó dé nínú Bible wọ́n ti jẹ́ títí kan Jesus Christ another name ló ń jẹ́ nínú Torah táwọn ní kíní pè ní Musa bí Isa ló ń pè táwọn yẹn ń pè ní Yeshua Abraham Isaac Dáfídì gbogbo wọn ó ní nǹkan tó ń pè nínú Quran. Now I'm just trying to tell people here if you want to practice something or you want to believe in something, nobody is saying that you should not believe in what you believe or you should not practice the God you are serving. But at least try and not be an ignorant of religion. Look for wisdom. Only wisdom is profitable to living and to understanding. Don't sọ pé on sọ pé. Go and make your research, do your findings. Nígbà tí book of Torah yẹn wà tán lo different orúkọ tó dé ní Bible tán lo different orúkọ. These people gbéde ara wọn àbí and àwọn Judaism they practice more of sacrifice. Ẹbọ ló pọ̀ nínú ìwé Torah. Nígbà tó dé Christianity wọ́n tẹ̀lé. Ṣé wọ́n ṣe ìsọmọ lórúkọ wọn again nínú Bible ni? Àbí nígbà tó dé nínú Quran wọ́n ṣe ìsọmọ lórúkọ wọn tí orúkọ wọn fi ń change. Now tá bá máa sọ ìtàn àwọn Ògún Ṣàngó Ọya gbogbo ẹ̀ tán bá kọ another name ní another place, let's say okay bóyá àwọn Egypt wá tẹ accept ipò kí àwọn fẹ́ máa practice nǹkan tí àwọn Yorùbá ń practice tán bá lo orúkọ yẹn that tells you pé that God does not belong to them. Wọ́n kàn ṣe àtòjúràn ni because the origin of that God are from the Yorubas. Now bó ni mo try láti lọ ní pé tẹ́ ẹ bá lọ wo gbogbo ideology of this thing nígbà tó máa kọ́ gbé ẹ̀sìn wá both Christianity and Islam wọ́n gbé wá wọ́n kọ́kọ́ ex-slave wa by chain.
Humanity ẹjọ ẹ má bínú ẹjọ ẹ má bra yín comment section ẹjọ ẹ má bra yín comment section. Won't force anybody to believe anything. Everybody will come up and explain his mind and talk his mind.
Baba mi, that is the problem. Ṣé tá bá ń kọ́ra wa ní ọgbọ́n? Ṣé anybody, Mama mi Amina, please open. Do we introduce any? Ṣé tá bá ní ká máa sọ pé society wa wípé kó change?
My future is bright. I've been seeing your comments.
Madam Amina, do we introduce you to anything?
No, it's just correction lọ ṣe látàárọ̀ just ìfọ̀rọ̀wérọ̀ ni so everybody is learning.
Ẹjọ ní comment section ẹjọ ẹ má bu ìyàrá yín ẹ má bu
tá bá ń fi ọgbọ́n fún ara wa ká máa kọ́gbọ́n ṣé bá sọ pé a fẹ́ kí society wa dáa ṣó wá mí pé kí ló dé táwọn èèyàn kí ló dé tá à ń ṣe báyìí náà.
ẹ mọ̀ ìyẹn di dandan ìyẹn máa jẹyọ ẹ mọ̀ pé àwa Nigerian people so ìyẹn normal so àwa la máa try láti mo bá ṣe máa fish it out so ẹ jọ kò ṣe ibi báyìí kò ń ṣe pé wọ́n force ẹnìkan sí any religion we are learning not to be ignorant bí humility ṣe sọ kéèyàn mọ nǹkan tó yẹ kéèyàn mọ you can do whatever you like you can serve whatever you like but just kakọ ní ìmọ̀ kéèyàn fi ní ìmọ̀ sí about all these things náà ni so continue sir.
Gẹ́gẹ́ bí mo ṣe wá ń sọ lọ nísìnyí pé tán bá gbé religion yẹn wá ó yẹ ká ṣe findings and ó yẹ ká béèrè question. Ibi tí mo rí pàdé kọ́kọ́ ṣì látàrí ìgbà kan ni pé we don't ask question and we don't read we don't make our research. Because even
for ẹ jẹ́ ká dọ̀ sáfù dáadáa jọ ẹ jẹ́ ká gbé láì
wọ́n sọ nínú wọ́n níwádìí ohun gbogbo dájúdájú kó dẹ̀ di tó ń ṣe òtítọ́ mú. Má jẹ́ kéèyàn kan pe ajá lọ́bọ fún ẹ. Nobody is telling anybody, or nobody is trying to condemn anybody, or nobody is trying to condemn. Tẹ́ bá lọ wo Genesis of Christianity, now nígbà tó ń gbé dé, wọ́n enslave àwọn bàbá wa ni with chains, same as Islam. Wọ́n enslave àwọn bàbá wa ni with chains. Lẹ́yìn tán lọ, they go with their chains and introduce us with and replace it with Bible and Quran to tell you that these people does not meant well for us. Kò ṣe pé wọ́n ro eré rò wá. Àwọn tó wá tán kógun jà wá tó wá dé pọ́n orí pàtí bọ́ọ̀lù pòkè àwọn bàbá wa jà wọ́n gba òmìnira. Wọ́n rò pé ìgbà táwọn ń lọ kí láwọn tún ṣe lè fi wá sínú slavery. Wọ́n introduce wá sí ọlọ́run àjòjì. Wọ́n gbé Quran àti Bible lé wa lọ́wọ́. But then nobody ask question. And now àwa tún ti wá dàgbà. Ṣé kò yẹ káwa náà béèrè àwọn nǹkan tó rú wa lójú? When you do your research, we have more than 1,000 religions. The only religion that believed in the existence of Adam and Eve was just 3 religions, which is Judaism, Christian, and Muslims. And these things, they just work together for them to enslave people. Now, there was a life to our Lord MS, then you come like kinikan, I will not say kinikan, we ought to go through second slavery. Now, mo wá like àwọn èèyàn wọ́n béèrè lọ́wọ́ wọn pé ṣé ẹ fẹ́ káwa náà go through second slavery ni. Tẹ́ bá lọ wo Hausa nation ọ̀ lè bọ́ nínú second slavery yẹn because wọ́n ti colonize ọpọlọ wọn with that second slavery. Kí ni second slavery yẹn ni pé wọ́n ti colonize wọn by chain and by religion. And kí ni ló ń bọ̀ ní ilẹ̀ Áfíríkà tó fi jẹ́ pé gbogbo ní ilẹ̀ adúláwọ̀ tó fi jẹ́ pé ó yẹ kí gbogbo wa jí ká kàwé ká wá ìmọ̀. See, I'm just urging everybody here tó bá jẹ́ Christian or Muslim. Èmi Christian ni mí kó tó di pé mo padà kó tó di pé mo padà jókòó pé wá jẹ́ ń ṣe kíní kan. Before you can.
Mo ti rí comment section tí ìmọ̀lẹ́ bá ti lè sọ̀rọ̀ tán wọ́n drop máa gbé wọn sókè kò sí space mọ́.
Before you can be free from this religion, ó dìgbà tẹ́ bá ronú outside that book. The more you are still thinking inside that book, you still be slave to these people. Tẹ́ bá lọ wo the founder of Christianity in Nigeria is Roman Catholic, and they still practice pure adultery, pure ebo. The way they serve, the way they do their things, to tell you the people that owns this thing self, on sin shigidini, kò sí nǹkan kan tí wọ́n lè sọ fún mi. They worship the God of Mary, which is mother of Yesu àwọn. Why do you jẹ́ pé àwa ìwé tó gbin ẹ̀rù sí yẹn, you can't find that wisdom you are looking for in that same book. You need to go outside that books, read a lot of books, do some research on your own, on your past. Don't listen to anybody. Find that knowledge yourself. Because if you might believe in anybody that want to come to the table of judgment, let them come with clean hands. People you want. Wọ́n wá pẹ̀lú clean hands ní nísìnyí ó máa tún jẹ́ same kínní but ó tọ́ ẹni ó ṣe máa sọ pé ó máa ń dùn mí pé most of Yorùbá we don't devote time wa láti make research láti mọ founder wa láti kà nípa history wa láti mọ bí religion ṣe wá. Nígbà tí mi mọ bí religion ṣe wá ni ibẹ̀ mo ti ní doubting mind nípa religion pé àwọn religion yóò mí òun wẹ́ ọ lò. Àwọn tó kọ́kọ́ kó àná dẹ̀ máa sọ fún wa pé tán bá gbẹ létí ọ̀tún kó yí tó sì sí but enslave àwọn generation wa àwọn bàbá wa ẹ kó wọn lẹ́rú ẹ fi wọ́n ṣiṣẹ́ agbára náà nígbà tẹ́ ń lọ ẹ wá gbé Bible fún wọn láti tún kó wọn lẹ́rú ọpọlọ. So ìyẹn ni mo wá sọ fáwọn yẹn pé you just need to find wisdom outside that books. Èmi sọ ìmọ̀dúró náà á dáa fún gbogbo wa o.
Ẹ ṣé gan sir, ẹ ṣé gan sir. Thank you very much for your contribution. Ẹ ṣé gan sir. Queen what is it called? Queen Omolade, are you there? I'm asking one after the other.
Enjoy between one party.
Okay. Welcome, education streams, educated streams, Daddy.
Okay, great everybody. Thank you so much for giving me your. Enjoy my binu. Do you guys permit me to speak English a little bit due to the fact that Yankee mo dàgbà sí all my life. So Yorùbá yẹn ò fi bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ títí.
ẹ máa bá a jẹ́ kó wọnú ara wọn ni ẹ mọ̀ pé kó ṣe gbọ́ aládọ́ léèwé.
Most definitely. Àwọn Òyìnbó máa sọ kan wọ́n sọ pé ignorance is bliss, if I'm correct, and trust me, you can be ignorant to anything. Being ignorant is not a bad word. Kò sí kankan tó wà wrong nínú ignorance. Ignorance means you just don't know a particular something. As soon as you know that thing, you're no longer ignorant to that thing anymore. So tí o bá know ignorant sometimes it's not from a negative perspective. So understand, even if I jẹ́ ká mọ̀ wípé ọlọ́gbọ́n ayé kan takoko mi sétí aṣọ mọ̀rọ̀mọ̀rọ̀ kọ́ ọmọ yẹ̀pẹ̀ ilẹ̀ àrìnà kákọ̀ ọmọ bìlẹ̀ dé pẹ́k, which means we are always learning. Nínú Bíbélì náà sọ pé àwọn tèmi ṣègbè torí pé wọ́n ní ìmọ̀, if I am correct. So it's always good to always seek for knowledge. Because you know something for over 20 years does not mean that thing that you know for over 20 years is the right thing. That's why our Igbo must learn to unlearn in order for you to relearn. There's nothing wrong with it. It's human nature. It's human nature. Inú mi dùn pé àwọn ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n ló wà lókè lẹ́ni, and we're all willing to learn. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ tẹ́ ẹ bá gbọ́ mi dáadáa, let me know because I'm currently driving. Ìyá mi Aminat, I actually came up for Yaweh Aminat due to some questions that she was stating, and I'm happy that she's very inquisitive and she wants to learn. Me, I don't care what religion you do, but I care that you know what religion you do. There's difference between people forcing you to do your religion and people telling you to know what you're actually doing. I don't give two shits. It's your own prerogative, but know what you're doing and know the difference. Our Igbo complete analysis. If you take science class, there's something called compare and contrast. There's something called compare and contrast, and they draw a diagram. In that diagram, they have two circles, and where those two circles interject, no man can you compare. If between one interject, no man can you contrast. Now, if the contrast adds something totally different, that means those two things are no longer the same. Correct? They are no longer the same. And we call it syncretism. Syncretism is when you take one thing, take the other thing, and you put it together. Syncretism. They are syncretizing something. So sometimes something that is not meant to be syncretized, we syncretize it. We put it together. So understand? All right. So you asked me a question. You said that is Allah and olodumare, are they different? Correct? That was your question.
Yes.
Okay, because actually I want us to interact, and my question is absolutely yes, and I said yes because due to the attributes and characteristics, and also let's look at translation. Right, there's two rules to translation, and the two rules to translation is that a proper name cannot be translated, and a geographical location cannot be located. Ibikibiteba lo Eko mama je Eko, Ibadan ma je Ibadan, Amina mama je Amina. If Aminat come to Nigeria, the name of Aminat will be Aminat. For example, see, Oruko mi je, let's say, let me give me a random name, Tunde. Tiba Los America, my name will still be Tunde because Tunde is a proper noun and not a common noun. So in the word of translation or transliteration, two things can never be translated. That is number one, proper noun, and number two, geographical location. So in order to say that Allah and the olodumare is the same, we have to look at its attributes and its characteristics. But unfortunately, none of us know olodumare from a Yoruba point of view. We know olodumare from the Abrahamic point of view, which actually causes distortion, because now we are secretizing what we've been indoctrinated into with what is actually ours. And now Yoruba I think which actually causes double consciousness. To understand? It causes double consciousness because we no longer know who we are. If we don't know who we are, we lose and we fall for who they are. Emma Bino is making me we already, Papa Milekon. Emma Bino. Now, Olodumare, is Olodumare Allah? No, and this is the reason why. Allah says that you will speak Arabic. That's the language. Olodumare ò sọ yẹn fún wa. Olodumare rán igba irun mọ́lẹ̀ sí wa. Allah ò ṣe yẹn. Correct? Allah ó wà ní Saudi Arabia. Olodumare àmọ́ bí tó wà. So due to different characteristics, we know that these people are not the same. Due to the attributes, we know they are not the same. That does not mean you cannot worship Allah. It's perfect. You can worship Allah, but to know what you are doing.
Allah is in Saudi Arabia.
Because number one, if you go to Mexico, well, more Allah. So understand. If you go to even some parts in America and Dubai, they don't know Allah. So and also we have to understand we have over I see people saying that we have over 40,000 religion, and every nation has their own upbringing. They have their own they have their own foundation. And I'll be very what's the meaning of Ifa? Right? Olodumare no so Ifa fún wa, not Allah. Ifa ni ohun, the voice of Olodumare. Ohun Olodumare ni Ifa. Now, if you say that Ifa is ohun Allah, then where in the Quran does it talk about Ifa? This is where we need to start doing the complete analysis. And issue time Babala wani back in the days they didn't do complete analysis at all. But that doesn't mean that we can blame them. We cannot blame them because EBT in gaining. And we also have to understand that when we talk about extreme liberalism, we Yoruba people, we are very liberal to a fault. Okay, you can practice whatever, but know what you are practicing. Everything that we do in Yoruba land, I'm talking about the epistemology, culture, and tradition. I'm talking about our ancestors. So Ifa it's literally an archive that holds Yoruba history together. I will say it one more time. Ifa is an archive that holds Yoruba history together. And learning Ifa does not make you a number one. You don't even worship Ifa. You can't worship knowledge. You dwell in knowledge. Unfortunately, people even concept, nobody worship Irumole. And the funny thing about it is that nobody knows the difference between Bibo and Tinsin. Kinsin Orisha, Amba Bo Orishani, Kalanpe no Orisha, and it's Orisha da. People like us, to want to Shenkoto Danili Aye, or one man said that Obatala idiot, but without Obatala concept, I show Fita and war. Obatala the native clothes we Yoruba people wear. Àwọn òrìṣà yìí ló kọ́kọ́ dá sílẹ̀. Oúnjẹ tí à ń jẹ òkèlè yìí, àwọn òrìṣà yìí ló dá sílẹ̀. But we are over here cursing them out. You know, it makes no sense to me, right? Going back to Ifa, every single thing that you're looking for is in Ifa. I'm talking about science, technology. I'm talking about epistemology, sociology, psychology. Everything is in Ifa. Isheshe is the foundation of every nation. Masole Kosi, Isheshe is the foundation of every nation. Every nation has its own Isheshe. Ishe, things that has been done from inception. The thing that has been done from the Genesis, Ishe, the beginning, Ishe, things that has been done. So Isheshe put together is not a religion. It's more of, it's like a compass. It's a map. It is a blueprint. Isheshe is the root. And I'll give you an example now. For example, if you are into architecture, there's something called a blueprint or a blueprint paper. In that blueprint, they will I mean in that blank canvas, right? They will draw how they want the house to look like. Now, let's call that blank paper, let's call it Ifa. Now, the blueprint, the drawing of how you want the house to look like, let's call it Isheshe. Now, in that layout of the house, you have kitchen, you have parlor, you have bedroom 1, bedroom 2, bedroom 3, you have let's say guest room, and so on and so forth. And that's how exactly how Isheshe is. In Isheshe, let's say the parlor is psychology, the kitchen is culinary. If you are into Isheshe, you could go into Ifa and take the aspect of food that talks about food. When we think about Ifa, we think about spirituality, but we don't think about knowledge, we don't think about philosophy, we don't think about ethos, moral ethos. Ìwà ọmọlúwàbí, Ifá ló sọ fún wa, Ọ̀rúnmìlà ló introduce ìwà ọmọlúwàbí sí wa. Now, when we are talking about entertainment, Shango is the one that introduced entertainment to us in Yoruba land. I'm not talking about any other nation. I'm keeping it strictly in Yoruba land. When we're talking about feminism, female rights, we are talking about Oshun. If you are talking about hospitality, about somebody that stands up for your right, we are talking about Eshu from the Yoruba perspective, not from the Abrahamic perspective. And that's why I think about Bibeji. Why? Because Eshu is a defender. Eshu, for example, let me give you the oracle of Eshu. The oracle of Eshu, so we pay Abelekus Eshu Olailu, Abelekus Sukun, Keru Belekun, Elekun Sukun, Lanro Yesu Eje, Olumi Shumi, Lanro Yesu Fun. It shows how sympathetic Eshu is to your pain. It shows how Eshu carries your own problem more than you do. While you are crying tears, Eshu is the intermediary between the human realm, the spiritual realm, and the evil forces. Is literally the intermediary. Eshu is one of the most important ancestors that we have in our land, right? And the only reason why we say that Eshu is Satan is due to a man called Samuel Ajayi Crowder, which actually translated Eshu to Satan, which is actually very wrong. Now, Bobo Oja Nile Kotu Ojire, every Oja lo ma ni Eshu niwaju, in every marketplace there's a Ojubo Eshu nbe. Eshu alaje, because it brings wealth. And if I check am wípé Eshu àti Ọ̀rúnmìlà lọ sóde ọ̀run láti lọ mú ajé wá sílé ayé. If Eshu was as bad as people say he is, kò ní lọ sóde ọ̀run láti lọ mú ajé wá sílé ayé. You understand? But due to what we've been told for years and years and years, we think that what we've been told is the right thing. Not knowing that those people that told us what we know that now are actually not saying the truth. But we are not seeking knowledge. We are seeking to follow behind. Everything that we do now, our lale wa ti ṣe already. They already did it. All what we are doing now is just we are just leaning on what they are doing. See, afeso nípa ọkọ àti àdá ni. Wọ́n ti ṣe already. Afeso nípa ìbọn ni. Nínú Ògúndá méjì afeso pé Ògúndájì babaláwo ìbọn ló ṣe fá fún ìbọn tó jẹ onírọ̀gùn ọ̀tá. Ẹbọláwo ní kó yá máa ṣe. Ìbọn is already been created a long time ago. We already had ìbọn. We had all these things in our land. There's nothing new that was introduced to us that we didn't have already. If you're talking about commerce, if you're talking about wealth, if you're talking about Ajay, there's this old father that talks about Ajay. Look, mi ò fẹ́ máa kí fájú lórí social media. Ajé is the sign of wealth, is the sign of commerce. Ifá sọ pé ọ̀sẹ̀ funfun bí igbá ajé, ọ̀la funfun gbọ̀ bí ojú ọ̀run, kése òwúrọ̀ dífá fún ajé, ajé tó tòjò òrùn bọ̀ wá sí ní ṣàlàyé bọ́lá wọn ní kó yẹ má ṣe. Ìgbà yẹn lájẹ́ wá là, ajé wá lókìkí, ojúmọ́ kọ̀ọ̀kì mọ́, ajé lọmọ aráyé máa wá káàkiri. Ajé ń yẹ awo yin Ifá yẹ Elédùmarè, which means every morning that we human beings wake up, ajé la máa ń wá káàkiri. Ta ló máa ń jí láàárọ̀ kùtùkùtù tó máa sọ pé òun ò fẹ́ ajé? Nobody. Everybody wants ajé. And somebody said that only Jesus Christ resurrected among them all. How did you know that he resurrected? See, if you read the Bible that they gave the Indians, they told them that Jesus ran to India and had a child and a wife. That is a totally different Bible that they gave us. The Bible that they gave the Native Americans, yàtọ̀ sí Bible to offer Africans. So we are only going based on what they gave us. But nobody is doing their own due diligence to find their research. Nobody. See, I don't care what religion you do. Yalla Jesus is your best friend. Muhammad is your Nabi. But guess what? Those orishas, they are your bloodline. Obatala, Orisa ni Ojoba ni Ife. Ogun, Ojoba ni Ife. Shango. I'm talking about the orishas, not the Iru model. Ojoba Loyo. Most of us, we don't even know the difference between Irumole and Orisa. We don't know the difference anymore. But Thomas of Orisa, almost we pay idol worshippers. Kí ni ìtumọ̀ idol ní Yorùbá? Ère ni idol now. Something that you craft is idol. Ṣé Orisa jẹ́ idol ni? No. Orisa ò kí ń ṣe idol now. Orisa, ẹni tí Orisa dá, ìyá mi Orisa ni ìyá mi tó pé àwọn ló dá mi, àwọn ló gbé mi wá sílé ayé yìí, Orisa mi ni. Are they evil spirits? No. Not at all. And also we have to remember back in the days, just like how we take pictures now. And one man carve ère to remember their ancestors. It's like a picture. But everything in Yoruba land, we deem it demonic, we deem it bad, so we talk bad about it. And guess what? As soon as you do that, those people that value what you have, they will come and take it from you, and they will give you what they don't need. If our ancestors were so bad,